Nishmas Etta Ahuva Bas Yaakov Mesechus Nazir Perek Zayin Mishna Gimel. So Mishna Beis we explained the Tumas Hameis that a Nazir is Megaleach and that it's Seiser his Yemei Naziris that he has to start over again. And in Mishna Gimel we're going to learn about Tumas Derabbanans that most of them are Derabbanan or other Tumas that are not, a Nazir is not Megaleach, he does not have to start over his Yemei Naziris. Haschachos, the first one is if you have a tree with a bunch of different branches and there's a kazayis min hameis underneath one of the branches and the nazir went under the tree, but you don't know if he went underneath the branch that was mal on the mace. Vahaprois is if you have stones or wood sticking out from a wall and the tumah is underneath one of them. So again, it's a suffix if he was metama. So both these things are tamim midarabanan. Beis hapras is a field that was plowed over and there was a grave in there. So the halacha is that midarabanan it's mitamba. Ha'eretz ha'amim is chutz laretz is mitamba midarabanan. We've had earlier. Agoyla v'hadoifik is machlokes Rashi and Taisus. If the goyla is the covering of the aron and the doifik is the sides of the aron, or the opposite. Revias dam, or revias adam, which we said in the previous Mishnah that only if you have a chatzi lug dam is a nazir megaleach, but revias dam he's not. The oil. If the nazir touches a oil, hametame b'meis, the roiva atzamas. Again, we learned in the prior mission it's only a chatzi kav atzamas that a nazir is megaleach, but a roiva kav he's not megaleach on. Kalim hanagim b'meis. If he touches the kalim b'shas, they're touching the mace. He's not megaleach on it. You may svira, you may gamra, and mitzayra during his, you may svira after he became tar, but he's outside the machana for 7 days. Or you may gamra is you may chaluta when the mitzayra is tamei gamer. Va'al elo eina nazir megaleach, like we said, umazav b'shlishi b'shvi, you still need to become tar on the through hazah on Gimel and Zayin, but ve'ina seises hakoydim, it's not seises the prior days. Umaschel u'mayna miyad, and you're able to start over your naziris tire as soon as you become tahar. The carbon ainly, and there's also no carbon over here. Be'emes amru yimei azav, hazava yimei asgerish and mitzayra. These three are even more kal. The hainu if he becomes a zav or a nazir becomes a zava, or during the yimei hesker of mitzayra when the mitzayra is a suffix and you're locking him up to see if the nega is going to become tar or tameh. So these three, hare elu oilnoi, even the naziris hatara counts. Mishnah Daled. Amar Rabbi Eliezer, Mishum Rabbi Yeshua. Rabbi Eliezer said in the name of Rabbi Yeshua, Kol tumas men hameis she'anoz megalech aleh chayav al bias migdash. V'chol tumah men hameis she'ein anoz megalech aleh ein chayav al bias migdash. The high know that the chayav of going into the base hamigdash while you are tamei, or if you eat kachim before you mitar, where there's a chayav kares if he does a b'mezid, or a carbon oil of yerid if he does a b'shegeg, these tumas have the same halacha as nazir. So whenever a nazir is megaleach, you're going to be chayav al bias migdash. That's the shita of Rabbi Elazar Mishum Rabbi Yeshua. Amar Meir is chaylik, and he says no loite zu kalam in hasheretz. We know that a sheretz, even though the nazir is not megaleach, there's still pasuk says that there's bias migdash on it. So Rabbi Meir is chaylik. But the we don't paskin like Rabbi Meir. We hold that itaka the klal is that anything that's tamim and mace, that a nazir is megalech on that, dafka on that, is there bias migdash or migdashav. Amar B'Yekiva Danti of Rabbi Eliezer. B'Yekiva continues to say that I wanted to say kavachomer to Rabbi Eliezer that ma'im etzem kisa'ira she'enu metama adam ba'oil hanazir megaleach hamagoy masois. Etzem kisa'ira. If you had an etzem, the shear of a sa'ira, there's no tumas oil, and yet we find that a nazir megaleach by mago masa if he touches this etzem. So he wanted to make a kavachomer that revias dam, which is metame adam ba'oil, in adin she'en nazir megaleach hamagoy masa. And we learned previously that in revias dam, he's not metame, only if you had a chatzi lug dam. So why wouldn't you say this kavachomer? Amar li Rabbi Eliezer explained to me, maza akiva in danin mikal v'chomer. You can't dan a kavachomer on something that's a halacha Moshe Misinai. Etzem kisayra doesn't say in the Torah, it's halacha Moshe Misinai, and therefore a nazir is not megaleach on etzem kisayra. Only like we had before in Mishnah Beis, if you have a chatzi kav atzamais, then a nazir is going to be megaleach on it. The Mishnah ends off, the Dvarim of Rabbi Yeshua. Rabbi Akiva says, when I told this to Rabbi Yeshua, Amar li, he says, Yafa Amrit Elikain Amru Halacha. The Kavachomer is a good svara, but the Maisa that Halacha Moshe Sinai, Leib the Halacha Moshe Sinai, And etzim kisayir is halacha Moshe Sinai, like Rabbi Eliezer said.